Thank you so much for joining us, Nix. That was a very inspiring, very helpful as well na talk, no? And of course, to our friends here, thank you so much for taking the time. Now, let's start with the questions. And we want to know, no, what led you guys to start your business? Now, there are so many businesses out there, you know, there's so many things that we can do in life, but you really chose to be entrepreneurs, to be business people. So, what led you to this path? Anyone can start. All right, let's go with the ladies. Lauren, how did you start becoming an entrepreneur?
Alright, thanks. So yes, ladies first, and I'm very proud to say that in my case, it was actually my mother who started the business. So for those who don't know, Tiny Buds is a family business, but it's also a female-led business. And it was started because at the time, there was not much options for natural ingredients in baby products. And we've come such a long way since.
That's beautiful. We're trying to put a better alternative kumbaga, out there. Now, Sir Morgan, how about you? How did you start the business?
Mega is 50 years old. I don't think I'm 50. So, it was really started by my parents as well. It's a family business, started in 1975. I'm the COO, the child of the owner. The youngest of five who's working in the organization now. But they really started in fishing, from one fishing boat now to over 100. In the year 2000, we entered the consumer goods division, which is Mega Sardines, and we launched Mega Tuna. So it's really now about transcending from a fishing manufacturing company into a full-fledged marketing-led company, launching new products, new SKUs for the Filipino country.
And we did see that on the video, no? How about Sir Tony?
Well, I think Chef Tony started because I was always interested in snacking. It's not obvious, diba? So I think one of the passions for me is really to come up with something that I liked, and I wanted to have a venue to express that. Kanina I told you that my interest is really developing flavors. So there's something I love doing right now is creating new flavors always and making excellent products. So that led me to create something different, and popcorn was such a very interesting venue. Everybody ate it, everybody knew about it, and yet it was very understated when I started. So it was a good venue to put the flavors in, and as a chef, I was able to express myself, and also the containers I designed. So that was also part of the journey because I wanted to eat a snack from a bowl. You know, when we watch movies, I hated grabbing snacks inside the bag. It gets my fingers dirty. So that was all art and passion of developing Chef Tony. And we're here, and Chef Tony is here with you guys.
Well, Chef Tony's is iconic. Growing up, I also ate Chef Tony's. It's nice to see the person in the flesh. Let's talk about how TikTok Shop has helped you guys, with your growth, with your visibility in the market. Maybe we can start from the end. Chef Tony?
Yeah, TikTok is really a great partner in one I believe is getting the product out there. And again, with the technology now, the brand is in your hands, right? It's in your phones. And we look at our phones always, and the product discovery is very interesting. You see it pop out in your phones. And now earlier I was sharing that creators make it even great because now you trust your favorite creator, right? To endorse your products, to endorse the things that you like. You have an affinity with these creators, that's why you trust them. When you see products being consumed by them, it's like tasting them yourselves. And that's always something that Chef Tony wanted. In the beginning, when we had our brick and mortar, the format was go to the malls, you get to taste, right? Only taste, as I call it. Some people actually go there just to taste the whole day.
Nabubusog na nga eh. Taste eh.
Actually, it's really on purpose. We train our merchandisers not to say no when you want, as much as you want. That was the idea. And but you can't reach that many people with that. What's interesting about digital is that you can reach everybody now, right? You can reach the person with the most sulok place. You know why? Philippines, there's no place in the Philippines without a sari-sari store. There's always something there. So I think now we have at an age where we can have reach, and TikTok empowers that because you have the logistics, you have the free shipping vouchers, you have the vouchers making it exciting for everybody to be able to afford and buy and try that product. So it's great.
Thank you so much for that. Now, Sir Marvin, being a brand that's been there for 50 years, how has this helped you guys stay on track or stay on the trend?
So, thinking about sardines, I think everyone would know it is a staple product, if not most staple product of the Filipino diet, right? Speaking of sari-sari stores, our sardines are probably in 800,000 sari-sari stores nationwide. And our brand would be probably the last brand I would think to put on an online shop. But yet, it works because TikTok Shop really allowed us to really reach the market that we have untapped before, especially in the younger generation. Wherein sardines now, we have to teach them again what are the brands, what are the nutrients behind it. So it really helped us amplify our message to an untapped market that our sari-sari stores, our groceries, our distributors, our modern trade markets could not reach. So it's really a new avenue, and that's why we're really growing and really investing in this.
And it's a good platform also to share those products that not a lot of people actually know about. That is from Mega, no? How about you, Lauren? Now, Tiny Buds is a business with a niche market.
Exactly.
So how did TikTok Shop help you guys?
I mean, it was mentioned earlier that TikTok is really very much targeted to the younger generation. And that's why a lot of people are like, what are you doing there? We are very niche on TikTok, but still, if you think about it, the young parents nowadays are actually from that exact generation that is the most massive on TikTok. So from their teenage years to their young adult years, and nowadays pretty soon their parenting years, they are finding new brands on TikTok, which is their preferred social media. So for us, it's really discovery, and we've also been able to tap and reach a completely new market with TikTok.
That's awesome. All right, let's move on to our next question. Now, how do you think live streaming is essential for connecting with customers and maybe some of the advantages that live streaming has for both the sellers and the audience?
For us, live streaming is totally new. It's entertaining, and I think it is the future of e-commerce, especially on TikTok Shop. We believe in cultivating the creativity, and in live streaming with a different array of products, we're able to, like Chef Tony, make the people understand how to use it and really visually appeal it para makakatakam siya online, because we can't give you online, we can't taste it. So we use the visual aspects and the senses to make sure that our products are communicated messaging through the live stream.
Awesome. How about you, Lauren?
Live streaming is fun. Like for both us as a seller and also for the viewer. Yung word na dito, shoppertainment, that's really, really very true. Nobody likes being sold to. But when you're watching a live, it's like, may ka-chika ka, may kausap ka, feeling mo, nag-usap na kayo, pero binubulol ka na pala. So, it's a different type of relationship that you can build with your customers. And that's what makes it so different.
Nakarelate ako dun sa mga kachika tapos biglang nabudol na. Sometimes you're doing something, you're just, watching a live stream from somewhere, and then all of a sudden, okay yan, kailangan ko yan Diba? And then you add to cart. Chef.
Yeah, interesting no. Honestly, when I started live streaming, medyo, nahilang din ako kasi I didn't know what to say. I was talking to a camera. But one of the nice things about live stream is that it kind of connects the person to the brand. Biglang nagkaroon ng, yung mga tanong sa akin, ikaw pala si Chef Tony. Tao pala talaga yan. Hindi daw character. But, and I think the first thing is, it connects, the brand has a literal face. Isa yun, pag nag-live stream ka. And second, again, big technology. You can actually see people ask you questions. Sometimes even complain about the brand. Mahirap daw buksan yung tab. Paano daw ba? So, it's interesting. And I get insights, they get insights. The brand becomes real. The second is that you get a pulse on what people like. In a way, as a, kasi ako rin yung nagsisit din ako dun sa live stream. So nakikita ko yung what people like. A good example is, we have this funny live stream we did. What flavor do you like? Ano yung flavor? Yung may wish list kayo ng flavor, ano yun? And kind of we saw the algorithm, oh, okay na. Interesado sila. And, ganyan. And I was challenged, sabi niya, Chef, marami adobo, paksiw na, lechon, whatever, you know. And it was a crazy run. And then we told them, do you like, if I can do kare-kare, will you buy? That was the challenge. And of course, you know, after a while, the kare-kare adobo flavors were developed by Chef Tony for local market. I told them, sige, I'll make it. And eventually you have it. We can buy it from our buy local shop. Adobo kare-kare. And matamis na bao. For those of you who still don't miss come Christmas, we have matamis na bao and salmon sinigang. Kanin na lang ating kulang na.
Oo nga.
But, sabi, sardines daw. Collaborate ko.
I'd love to see that.
Yeah, sardines na may egg na popcorn pang breakfast. No, but I think it's interesting, no? We're laughing about the ideas, but it kind of what makes you excited about brands. May tao pala behind it. People can actually listen to it. It's really sariling atin. Kasi tinatanong din nila paano yung brand na discover and things like that. So, live stream gives you all of that. Communication, interaction, it's all there. And authenticity. I think that's the next one, right? I'm sure we all see lives that are just selling and lives that are, it seems genuine. Kasi nag-uusap kayo, nagkakwentuhan kayo, ganyan. And it's good feedback. So it's not only feedback, but again, it creates authenticity on the brand, and that's what live selling does. So it enhances, it's a whole ecosystem that before we couldn't do. And with technology, guys, nung bata ako mahilig ako manood ng like home TV shop. Hindi ka naman maka-comment bakit ang mahal ng produkto niya. Walang gano'n, right? But now they can comment and get feedback. And it's very natural. So yes, I think that's the beauty of this whole ecosystem that we're getting into.
I totally agree also when a brand is personified, may relatability for us consumers. So mas na-incline kami na, itry nga natin, alam natin yung kwento, ba't di natin subukan. Now next, being part of the TikTok Shop Philippines team, what are other things that you've heard from some of the other brands that you've worked with, that they say na parang, mas okay nga ako dito sa TikTok Shop, okay nga talaga yung live streaming.
So, I think for brands like Tiny Buds, Mega Prime Foods, and even Chef Police, there are similar feedback from other brands as well in all categories that live streaming is one of their channels now that they're trying to maximize. Bago sa kanila, and as we heard from our panelists here, talagang doon nila nalaman yung feedback of their customers. They're able to engage with their customers as well, and even encourage the existing buyers from even the offline to also buy from online. So totally new channel, but they're willing to try and explore this side of TikTok Shop. And again, TikTok Shop as an entertainment platform, of course, TikTok content is our powerful tool for our brands or sellers and even creators to really leverage, and especially for this mega sale, their growth plans and their strategies to really have their brands known to our markets and even, of course, nationwide. So, ayan, I hope that...
Yes, it did. It did very much. No? And also, I would like to add in yung parang companionship din in some way, no? Because when you're watching, parang you feel like you're being heard, especially pag nabasa yung comment mo, or may suggestion ka, may feedback ka, and gets acknowledged, no? It also helps as a consumer to feel inclined to also to support the business that you are watching. Now,